Welcome back to another video. Today's review is focused on Atlanta, Season 3, Episode 3, entitled The Old Man and the Tree. And the official synopsis of The Old Man and the Tree is, this one was cool. Going to rich parties and meeting weirdos. Season 1 was better. And before I give out my review, please like the video, subscribe, comment, or just watch the video. Keep going on with your night. Episode 3 was another good episode of this season. Weird as ever, as always. But here we go. So the episode just starts off with the entire gang just looking for this house, as this billionaire named Fernando wants to hang out with Alfred all of a sudden. I guess because he knows that Al is a rapper and I guess he likes rap music. They find a house and at first it looks very suspect because it doesn't look like a billionaire's house. But a guy named Will comes into the picture and basically it is a decoy house. It is a house within another house. And this other house is where this crazy huge house party is happening. Rich people, weird people, you name it, is all there. And once everybody gets there, this is when the foolery, the madness starts to slowly unravel, as everyone basically goes their own separate ways. Ern, he is talking to Will about many different things. Van, in the meanwhile, she is tweaking big time. Van was tweaking throughout the entire episode, honestly, with her stealing stuff, with her just knocking over waitresses, pushing people in the pool and stuff. Like, that girl was tweaking. And Ern, he is just trying to do whatever he can to survive, help out Al and everything else. Darius' experience in this episode was weird as ever, as we are introduced to many new characters in this episode, as he tries to talk to this girl named MK, but she was like, sorry, I'm engaged. She says how a lot of black people likes to hit on her, and all Darius was trying to do was just get some alcohol. And his story becomes a lot more crazier as a character by the name of Socks hears this crazy conversation and he basically flips the whole script, saying that MK was racist. MK was basically saying all kinds of just stuff you don't say to black people. And basically you could say that a whole Twitter mob came after MK, cancel culture all around, because basically whenever MK came back into the picture, after many more people heard about this fake news, she was beat up bad, and I felt sorry for MK. Like, even Darius was confused, of all people. That's how you know the situation was really bad. Alfred, in the meanwhile, his night is extremely weird as well, as he talks to this billionaire, Fernando, and Fernando explains a lot throughout this episode about why he decided to like have this crazy house, why he decided to make more use of it. He shows Alfred his tree, and this tree basically is history, as it's been there since the beginning of time. And it just gets a lot more weirder with Fernando, as he invites Al to play poker with him and a few other buddies. He then explains to tell a bunch of crazy stories, but this one story is the craziest, with him talking about him basically having sex with a ghost in a way. It's just weird. Like, him talking about having sex with ghosts, the ghost basically finishing on him. I'm not going to say the explicit ways, but you know what. And Alfred, he wins $40,000, but basically Fernando is scared to pay for whatever reasons. And then, long story short, Alfred has to take precautions into his own hands. We are introduced to another character by the name of TJ, who is an artist of sorts, who likes to like paint pictures or just make pictures, make music and everything else. And his pictures, you could definitely say, is weird in a way because they're not really good. But it seems as if like TJ is basically just scamming all of the people that he is with because why not? And yeah, basically TJ and Earn, I guess they make some sort of agreement about Earn managing him and just helping him with scamming folks, I guess, in a way. Van, in the meanwhile, she is just somewhat out of it as she is tweaking throughout the entire episode. Earn talks to her about what's going on, as apparently her mom is worried about her and their daughter is doing fine. But Van is like, she's doing okay. She just needs a vacation. And she just continues to tweak throughout the entire episode. And after all of the crazy commotions that has happened in this crazy house, after Al decides to take precaution into his own hands by basically destroying the tree that Fernando was so dedicated on, was so happy about. And after that happens, everyone has to get the hell out of Dodge. Everyone has to escape because they realize that something bad is about to happen because of all of the witnesses, Fernando being a billionaire, like anything is possible. The boys basically escape into their vehicle, just laughing about what just happened. MK is outside crying after basically getting beaten the crap out of many different people. And Van is basically forgotten about. The episode basically ends with just Van at a unknown restaurant, looking at magazines, eating food, just minding her own business. Earn trying to call her, but she ain't answering. Episode 3 was a cool episode. It was extremely weird at this house because of just the whole atmosphere. Like, you had a lot of weirdos in this in this episode. I definitely felt bad for some of the characters, especially MK, because she did not deserve her fate. She was basically set up by Socks. And so it's horrible. It's just pretty horrible when you look at it. I predict that season 3 is going to be a lot. It's just going to get more crazier. I am starting to think that something is up with Van, of course, but only time will tell. But as always, thank you for watching. And until next time, goodbye.